Hello and welcome to more Final Fantasy. In the last episode, the very first episode, we went and we saved the princess. We saved the day. And for doing that, the king built us a bridge to access more of the world. We've got our party right here. We've got Way the Fighter, Red the Red Mage, Ken the Black Belt, and Dr. W the White Mage. Before we move on, I want to point out one thing that I forgot to mention in the last episode. You see at the top left, there's like those 4 gray circles. Well, during the intro story, they mentioned that the 4 light warriors showed up, each holding an orb. Those gray things are the 4 orbs. So our quest is to make the 4 orbs shine again instead of being gray and dull, I guess. So let's set off on our adventure to do that, crud. So we're gonna go ahead and walk back out here. And the bridge where we ended the last episode is right up this way. So, well, crud, let me get to the bridge, you stinking imps. All right, let's go knock these guys down, I guess. Sure, we could run away, but I could use the experience. We're only level 2. I would like to get some more experience and more money. That's always going to be useful. So let's try to take care of these guys and we'll move on. Bam! Ooh. We are victorious. And we're back on the bridge, the exact spot we ended the first episode. And with this step, we are now further than we've ever been. All right, guys, let's go. Now, I'm going to talk more about how the overworld works in a couple episodes, but I want to mention, if we go like one step to the right from here, we're going to start fighting much more tough enemies. On this side, we're safe, and I'm going to hang out on this side for now. I want to go up to the north. And also, as soon as well, right here, we should still be fine. Still safe enemies. But there was that little river right there, and as soon as we go north of that river, we are going to have a chance to encounter some very dangerous enemies. So, there's a little cave I want to get to up this way, and I just gotta hope that we can get there without getting obliterated. Now, it's not super likely that we'll get the hard enemies, but it can happen. So, let's get our experience, and let's go. So, as soon as we go right here, we are now in the danger zone. Come on, get to the cave without getting destroyed. And wow, no, hold on. Okay, we've got 3 wolves and 3 Gur wolves. It's not the worst thing we could have fought, but this might still be kind of tough. Wolves plus tougher wolves, basically. I'm gonna have 2 characters on each of the front wolves. I'm gonna take out the weak ones first. Just get their damage out of here. So, once those ones are down, once we get all the weak ones down, I'm probably going to focus on the greater wolves one at a time. These guys don't do that much damage, but when they're in a big pack like this, yeah, it can add up quick. So, I think I'm going to I'll have the fighter attack that one, and then everyone else can fight the top Gur wolf right there. Get him, Red! 24 damage, not bad, not bad. And the Gur wolves, which are, I think it stands for a Great Wolf or something like that. Just regular wolves, but a bit tougher. More HP, more damage, but also more experience and more money, so it's worth it. Did we get him? No, we missed. Of course we missed. Wow, I went through the whole round and didn't take out a single enemy. Let's have Red hit that guy again. We'll have Ken and Dr. W hit the second one. Come on, don't miss. 29 damage. There we go. So got the regular wolves down. Wow, even Dr. W doing some decent damage there. Yeah, they're slowly chipping away at me, but like I said, this is not the toughest battle we could have fought. We could have fought some real dangerous stuff. These guys, well, they're a big pack, but we're getting pretty lucky with these damage rolls. I think I'll just go ahead and split my dudes. 2 on each right here. I was going to have them all attack the same one, but I've already dealt some damage, so I don't think I need to dogpile them that hard. Or wolf pile them. Okay, they're still not dead. Come on. Come on. There we go. One of them is down. And maybe Dr. W will take out that one. Good, good. See, everything's working out, guys. Well, Way and Red are getting kind of low on HP, but we can heal them up after this battle here. Yeah, sometimes you get unlucky and they'll just start targeting your backline. They'll start attacking your White Mage or whatnot. If that happens, that can go bad really quickly because the White Mage is going to take a lot more damage from each hit. But looks like right there, we're fine. We got 87 experience, 84 gold. And just like that, we are now level 3. So I'm going to go, well, we have to get through all these little text boxes, but I'm going to go and heal up a little bit right here. We could go back to town, rest up at the inn to get our all of our stats restored, but I'm going to move on without that. I'm going to hope we'll be fine. And let's go to magic. We'll go ahead and have Red use some magic here. Let's do a heal on Way, a heal on themselves. You know, one more heal on Way. I think we're good there. I'll save, Dr. W's magic for now. But we've made it to the cave with the amazing music. Inside here is safe. This is a safe cave. We don't have to worry about enemies. But we do have these brooms. Tekeli's Biha Soup, a magic spell. Well, it's probably pretty obvious, but it says push B select if you read it backwards. So what we have to do is push B and select on the overworld. We'll get to that in a minute. We're actually not going to do that in a minute because I kind of forgot. Well, I remembered way later in the episode, so it's coming, but you'll just have to wait for it. For now, let's go inside, and all of these brooms will just say the same thing as the other broom. But we also have this character up here, so let's go talk to her. Where is my crystal? I can't see anything without it. Who stole my crystal? Well, I guess she really wants her crystal. We'll have to keep that in mind. And we'll just steal all her treasure while she can't see us. No, I don't think she is blind. I think she just can't do any fortune telling or whatnot. But okay, we got 2 healing potions and a pure potion, which, just as a recap, is basically an antidote. It will cure the poison status, which is very handy because we can fight poisoning enemies out here. I also bought a few poison healing items in the town before we moved on across the bridge. Oh no, we're still in the danger zone. Oh, we got so lucky, just imps. Wow, guys, we got really lucky to not face anything too difficult in the danger zone. We're not out of the woods yet. It's going to be a while until we get to the next town, and there's not as dangerous of enemies as we could have had trying to get to that cave, but there's still some pretty spooky stuff coming up that might give us some trouble, but we'll hopefully be okay. Red is already out of level 1 spell charges, which is basically all of their magic. They do have 1 level 2 spell charge, but we don't have any level 2 magic, so we can't even use that. So yeah, basically Red is out of magic right now, and Dr. W is still good for cures. The only problem is, I didn't really plan this very well. There are going to be some enemies coming up that will be weaker to fire, and I would love to have fire spell charges on Red for that. So you know what, guys? Before we really move on, I think I will go back to the old town and heal up just to get those spell charges back for Red, because if we fight those guys that I'm going to want that fire for, yeah, not having fire, it's going to be rough. So it's a short walk anyways. We'll just go right back down, and we'll just cut this one out. Yep, just ran away nice and quickly. Yeah, when we have too many repeat battles with the same types of enemies, I'll just start cutting them out. Once you guys see me fight a certain kind of enemy, you don't need to see it over and over and over. So let's go ahead and go back to town. I'll go inside the inn, heal up, and then I guess we'll just go back out across the bridge. So I was not expecting to come back here, but, well, I kind of goofed by using red spell charges instead of using Dr. W's spell charges to heal up. Ah, well. Uh-oh, we got ambushed! Thankfully, it's just by imps, or grimps. They're going to be pretty easy, so we'll just go and run away right here. And let's go back across the bridge. And now, we get into a new danger zone as soon as we walk right there. So we're in this is kind of like not the super danger zone like the other one was. This one is a chance at some tough enemies, but nothing too crazy. Got a little area down there, a little desert up top, but there's nothing really special there. Oh my gosh, this is what I was worried about. We can run into this enemy. Now, this enemy we could have encountered one of before, and it would have been the toughest enemy we could have fought in the first episode. But right now we're fighting 4 of them. Yeah, in this area, there's a very low chance to fight 4. Basically, there's a chance to have an encounter with between 2 and 4 of these. I got the worst possible luck. So I'm gonna try. I mean, now that we're level 3, we might be fine. Yeah, so we got one down without too much trouble. These guys really can hit very hard. If you fight these guys at the very start of the game at level 1, even just one of these can be tough. Now that we're level 3 and I went to the inn and healed all the way up, we might be okay to take on 4, but yeah, I'm so glad. Wow, we got good damage right there. Oh, crud. I'm so glad that we got level 3 and healed back up now, because at level 2, these guys would have been scary. Man, I'm getting so lucky with them not targeting Dr. W and Ken as well. Like, sometimes, wow, 66 damage critical. Jeez, dude. My luck today is just incredible. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm really hyping this up, but they could take out Dr. W in 1 round if they just decide to target him. So the fact that they're just being so nice to me is ridiculous. So I got bad luck by finding 10 mad ponies, I guess, but yeah, this somehow was an easy battle, even though it really had no business being an easy battle. Let's go ahead and attack these guys and just get them dead. Wow. All right, check this experience, check this gold. That's actually not that much. Never mind. There is a chance to find an enemy called an ogre out here, and just one of those will give you almost 200 gold and 200 experience. Okay, these guys, this is why I wanted to get fire. These guys are weak to fire. They hit very hard. They hit almost as hard as an ogre, except they don't give as much money and as experience as an ogre does. Yeah, fire, they're weak to it, so 30 damage just like that. Wow, not hitting too hard on Wei. They could probably 2-shot Dr. W, but they don't have a lot of HP, so as long as we As long as we get them dead before they get a chance to attack my backline, we'll be fine. All right, let's go ahead and hit these guys a few more times. I think we're gonna save our fire spell charge for this one, because with just one left, we should be fine. He missed! He targeted Dr. W and missed. I'm not joking around, guys. I really am getting so lucky. That is one of those things with these old RPGs, is sometimes you do have to rely on luck. Sometimes things just go bad, and it just destroys you, and there's nothing you could do about it. But I'm just getting enormously lucky, and everything is just going right now. So that's pretty awesome. So prepare for the worst, hope for the best. That's basically what we're doing. And we've just about made our way to the next town. It's just one creep. Gosh dang, man. Okay, let's go ahead and use some fire here. Go ahead and obliterate this guy. 32 damage, nice. Basically that plus like 1 melee should kill him. No, not from Dr. W. 19 damage, yeah, you can see right there. And that was on red. They could do about 30 damage on Dr. W. So if they both decided to target him, they could take him out in one round, just the two enemies. But okay, we've made it to the next town, so let's go inside. And inside here, well, I don't think the game tells you. Well, do they? Help! They just tell you help. This town is called Pravoka. You know, oh, dude, I forgot to show you guys. Let's go back out. We have to do the B and select thing. How could I forget that? Okay, so if we do B and select, it's going to open up an entire world map. Pretty awesome. And you can see the angry vein popping out of the head, anime style looking thing right there. That indicates where we are. So this glowy dot over here, that is where we were inside the cave. And down here is the castle where we started. So now we're all the way over here. And yeah, we're in the new city, Pravoka. So pretty awesome. There we go. Let's go ahead and back out. And let's go inside Pravoka. This guy is screaming for help. I like how he's yelling for help and then I just go outside and show you guys the map instead. Let's go talk to this guy. This town has been invaded by pirates! Oh no. Well, let's go inside the inn, and before we go deal with the pirates, we're gonna go ahead and heal up. Downside is, as you progress through the game, the inns are gonna get more and more expensive. So the first town, only 30 gold. This one is 50. Oh well. So we've got some armor shops, some magic shops, but we want to deal with the pirates, and they're right over here. So let's go talk to them. I am Bike the pirate, and surprised I am that you scurvy dogs have the nerve to face me. Mates, get those landlubbers! Alright, bring it on. Whoa, dude, we got 9 of them. No, that's every single time you'll have 9. The thing is, these guys are a bit of a pushover. They only have 6 HP each. So we're just going to spread out our attacks and we'll be fine. The only way we could get unlucky is if they all gang up on one of my guys. They can hit decently hard, but yeah, unless they really gang up on me, we're going to be fine. So we'll just spread out our attacks. All my characters are strong enough to one-shot these guys. Just for some context, imps, the weakest enemy in the game, have 8 HP. So these guys are even lower HP than imps. I think they have higher damage, but yeah, they are definitely a bit of a joke. Let's go ahead and spread out our attacks some more. Looks like I got lucky. None of my guys missed on that first round, so that's cool. Yeah, they're just missing 1 damage. And wow, even missing the back row there. So yeah, these guys are really no joke. Even if you were only level 2, honestly, even if you were level 1, you could probably take care of these guys no problem. So the fact that we're level 3 and we bought all the best gear from the first town, yeah, we're fine. So we'll go ahead and split up our attacks here so that we have an equal chance to hit each side. And we'll hopefully be good. 7 damage is not too bad. Oh, come on, Dr. W, hit that guy with your hammer. Ken missing as well. This is why we spread the attacks out. Just as another recap, in this game, there's no auto-targeting, so if you have all your dudes target one enemy and they kill him, they'll just swing at the air and miss. 360 gold, 90 experience right there. Not bad. All right, let's go talk to him. Okay, you got me. Take my ship. I was just going to ask you to leave, but if you want to volunteer your ship, I'll take it. Thanks, dude. I won't be any more bother, I promise. Okay, so now a bunch of characters will show up around town. The elves live across the sea. Matoya's herb is the only thing that will wake their prince. I'll tell you guys, Matoya is the name of the witch that we saw inside that cave. So I guess we have to get her herb, but she's not going to do much for us considering she still needs her crystal. Thank you. We don't need to be afraid of pirates anymore. Cool. So we're going to have an armor shop down there. And I'm going to go ahead. Well, let me check how much money I have. 608. You know what? We're going to hold off a little bit on the armor shop. So there is going to be a big shopping list of things I want to get. Armor, weapons, and most importantly, lots of spells. But the thing is, things are going to be very expensive. So I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we're going to have to grind for some money for sure. Ships can stop only at ports. There are no ports in the north. Okay. Got a little wizard-looking dude here, or maybe it's just an old guy in a nightgown with a little nightcap. I have escaped from Melmond in the west. My town is in trouble. Please help them. All right, well, that sounds important, but we're not going to be doing that for a while. Sorry, guy. So what I do want to do is go down this way, and I'm going to go up and go to the weapon shop. The first thing I want to buy is a weapon. So the only characters I want to buy weapons for are the Red Mage and the Fighter. I want to buy a short sword. Problem is it's 550 each. Now, a bit later on, we are going to be able to find one in a treasure chest, but the thing is, the area that we find it in is really challenging, so we kind of want the weapon just to make the area a bit easier. So I'm probably going to grind up enough money to buy a second one. For now, we're going to go ahead and give that to Wei, and since we're going to equip that, we'll sell the rapier. It's only 5 gold. When you sell stuff, you get half of their value back, so yeah. Let's go ahead and go to weapon, make sure we equip that crud. So, now that we've bought that crud, we spent 550. To get all of the spells, all of the weapons, and all of the armor that I'm going to want to get, we need to grind up to about 2,700 gold. So let me show you guys probably the best way we can get money right now. There are many dangerous monsters in the sea. Be careful! Alright, so let's go check out our ship, and maybe check out some of those sea monsters. So if we go right outside, there's our ship. We can get inside, and now we can sail the ocean. There's one thing that's special about the ocean. On the overworld, when you're on the ground, depending on where you are, you'll get different encounters, depending on what part of the overworld you're in. But the entire ocean all has the same encounter table, so no matter what part of the ocean we're in, we'll always fight the same enemies. And right now I'm fighting no enemies. So let's just go around a little bit. Right over this way, you can even see the castle we started at. That is a bit of a tough first battle. Okay. And immediately we get ambushed. The odd eye in the background, in the back row, he just stunned my red mage. He's going to be stunned for a few turns now. That is very unfortunate. Now the odd eye only has 10 HP. They're pretty easy to knock out if you can hit them. The problem is actually hitting them because they have pretty high evasion. So I'm going to have all my guys swing at them just in case. Yeah, we're going to miss right there. Oh gosh, don't stun me. I don't want to get 2 dudes stunned. That would be very unfortunate. They're targeting my back row a lot more this time. Oh, good job, Dr. W. So we got that guy down. So now we're going to spread our attacks out against these Sahags or whatever these guys are. And try to get these guys down as well. After a few turns, Red will get out of that stun. But yeah, he's not going to be able to help us out for a little while here. Now these guys will give decent money, so the way I do want to get the gold is going to be by sailing around in the ocean. Another way we could get gold is by going back to an area that has ogres, which we somehow have not encountered, but if you can find ogres, they will give you 195 gold each, which is really good. But in the ocean, there's a chance to fight an enemy called Kaizoku, and when you encounter them, you can find between 1 and 5 at a time, and each one you fight will give you 120 gold. So if you can find 5 of them, that's 600 gold from one battle. Super good, and they're relatively easy to fight as well, unlike ogres, which can be pretty challenging. So yeah, I'm going to be fighting Kaizoku. And the other trick to make money more efficient is, you might have noticed I sailed back to the castle where we started. The reason I did that is because there's a port here, and we can go out and we can heal at the inn here, which only costs 30 gold. If we stay by Provoca, the inn there is 50 gold, so every time we go back to heal, we're wasting 20 gold. And considering we're probably going to be grinding for a little while, that little bit will add up. It might be 100 or 200 gold difference by the time we're done, so I think it's worth it. Let's see if we can defeat this last Sahag. Man, I'm getting kind of unlucky with my misses. I'm missing quite a lot and making these battles take longer than they really need to. Come on, one enemy, just hit him. Okay, we got him. So let's see how much gold we get for that. Sahags are decent money, but not great. So 190, not too shabby. So as soon as I get another 550 gold, I want to go back and buy the short sword for my red mage as well. For now, I'm going to go ahead and heal up a little bit. Yeah, we'll go ahead and heal up them and Ken as well. So let's just keep sailing around, guys. This is where I want to be. I'm just going to sail back and forth, trying to find Kaizoku. If you don't find Kaizoku, you could run away if you want, but I would also like to get another level or 2. Actually, let me check my status. How close are we to level 4? 67, pretty close. So ideally, I would get level 5 today. Now, I do want to mention something, guys. This game does not require grinding. You do not have to grind. Oh, it's just 1. Alright, that's still an easy 120 gold. But in this game, you are not required to grind. One of the next main dungeons we're about to encounter is relative to our point in the game, probably the hardest area in the entire game. So I think it is worth grinding a bit before going there, but you don't have to. If you strategize well, if you have a bit of if you're willing to put up with some bad luck, then you can struggle your way through. You do not have to grind. But honestly, I kind of enjoy grinding. I think it's just a part of the charm of these old RPGs, and I think it's going to make things a lot smoother if we do grind a little bit here. So I'm not going to go excessive with the grinding, but enough money to buy some stuff from shops and all that, I think it's definitely worth it. So right here we got very lucky, 4 Kaizokus in one battle. So these guys will give me 120 each, so that's like 480 gold from one battle. Very, very good. It's almost enough to buy a short sword on its own. So let's go ahead and keep spreading out our attacks here. One thing that's kind of funny, so Kaizoku is the Japanese word for pirate, but we had the other enemy we fought that were already called pirates. In the Japanese version, pirates are called Kaizoku, and Kaizoku here are called pirates, so they actually swapped the name for the English version for some reason. There's a lot of little things like that. For example, Mad Ponies in Japanese are actually called Crazy Horse, but in different translation of this game, you know, past the NES version, some of them actually translate it as Crazy Horse. So if you see Crazy Horse in other translations, that's why, because they're actually called Crazy Horse in Japanese. It was just too long of a name to translate in this version. So let's go ahead and knock out these Kaizokus, get a whole bunch of money, and I'll probably just cut out the rest of the grinding. I don't want to make you guys sit here and watch me. I'll time it just to let you guys know how long I am grinding for. I don't suspect it'll take longer than like 20-30 minutes. I mean, these battles can go kind of slow, but as long as we get good luck and find Kaizokus, what is that, like 4 or 5 good Kaizoku battles, so it shouldn't take too long. And alright, there we go guys, level 4. So I'm going to go back to the inn to heal up just to get my HP top back up after that level up right there. And I could also go buy another short sword that will help us clear out some of these enemies a bit more quickly. So let's go ahead and heal up real quick, and we'll get back to grinding. Yep, I'm all healed up, so let's get back in the boat. We're going to head back over to Pravoka and maybe fight some enemies along the way. That'll be pretty cool. But I want to go back over, buy that short sword so that we can knock these guys out a bit more quickly as well. So get that on red there. Come on, Kaizoku. Weak fight here. We'll have everyone target the odd eye just to get rid of the chance of paralysis, but yeah, I'll just cut this one out. Okay, so we're out of that battle, so let's go back into Pravoka here. I'm going to buy the short sword, and we're going to go back to our grinding spot, and I'm just going to hang out there until we get to about 2,200 gold. I could come back again to buy spells and to buy armor, things like that, but none of those are really going to help us make the grind go faster, so I'm just going to get all the money and just do the shopping trip all at once. A lot of the spells for this level are mostly like buffs and debuffs, that kind of thing, which are not going to be that useful for here. Let's go to buy. Let's get the short sword. We're going to give that to red. Now, we could go back to the level 1 black magic shop, and we could... let's go to weapon here. I forgot to sell the rapier, but we could go back and buy the lightning spell. The lightning spell is good on almost all of the enemies in the water, but a lot of the enemies are weak enough already, and on top of that, we want to save, or I personally want to save a level 1 magic spell slot for a little bit later. Actually, a lot of bit later. And honestly, lightning, aside from in the water where enemies aren't that tough anyways, it's really just not that useful. So we're going to go back to our ship and head back to our grinding spot. But before we sail off, I want to show you guys one other thing you technically could do to make money. As long as we're in the boat, if I press B and A at the same time, 55 times in a row, which I'm going to start mashing, it's going to pop up a secret minigame for us to play where we technically can make some money. If we complete it, well, you'll see. So let's go ahead and get to this crud. We've got ourselves a slider puzzle, and I'm going to show you guys the best method to pretty easily defeat any slider puzzle. So the first thing we want to do is finish the top row left to right. So we got 1 is already in place. That's pretty handy. So we'll go ahead and get the 2 and move that up to the top. Yeah, the controls for this are a little bit sluggish, so it can take longer than it really should. Oh, let's go ahead and move that along. So there we go, we got the 2. So now we want to find the 3. We want to solve it the top row left to right. Let's go ahead and move the 3 up. And we'll get that 4 out of the way. And things worked out pretty well, so the 4 is already in a good position. I'll show you guys a trick you can do if things don't line up that well once we run into a situation like that. So now we want to solve the second row left to right. So let's go ahead and put 5 in its place. And this will work for pretty much any slider puzzle. Doesn't matter if it's like 10 by 10 or a bajillion by a bajillion. You can do the same method for anything. Okay, so here's the big trick. What I want to do is get the 6 right here, but I don't want to disturb the 5 or anything like that. So how do I do that? So what we do is we move the 6 right below the spot we want it to be in, and we make sure the spot beneath the 6 is open. So once we've got it set up like that, here's what we do. Move the 6 down, move this thing down, then we move the thing next to it over, create a gap right there, and we'll move the 13 over, put the 6 back up, and just like that, we can now move things back into place. I'll try to show it a couple more times. It's kind of a confusing sequence, but it's really, really handy. So once again, I got the 7. I want it to be in the 11 spot right here, but I don't want to disturb this 6 or this 8. So here's what we do. I'm going to clear out the spot beneath the 7. We move the 7 down, move that down, move this over, move that up so that we can create a gap, move this over, then put the 7 up like that, and then we start shuffling things around. And just like that, boom! Alright, so now that we're down to just 2 rows left, so again, if you're doing a slider puzzle that's like 10 by 10 or whatever, you want to solve all of the rows except for the last 2, just going one at a time, left to right. Now, once we're in the last 2 rows, we have to do these 2 together. So we're going to solve them left to right, but solving both rows at the same time. So first we're going to put the 9 in its spot, and then we have to get the thing that goes beneath the 9, which is going to be right here, which is 10, 11, 12, it should be 13. So we'll do the same trick. We'll clear the spot to the side of the 13, move things like that, just like that, create the gap, put the 13 back, and then shuffle things around. And there we go. Next up, we got to get the 10. So the 9 and the 13 are good. Now we need 10 and 14. So let's get the 10 over this way. Move that up, move that over, and now let's get the 14. Same trick as always. We'll just put that right there, create a gap next to it, shuffle things over, move that, create a gap like that, and that will put the 10 right back where it was, put the 14 where we want it, and from here we can just shuffle things like that, and we got it, guys! So for doing all of that, pressing A and B 55 times, solving that entire puzzle, which took a couple minutes, we get 100 gold. Not exactly worth it. So we're at 418 right now. I'm going to sail back to the castle. Now, if you're playing a different version, like the Game Boy Advance version or some of the later versions, some of the rewards you can get from that puzzle are really good, especially if you clear it really quickly. You can get some great rewards. You can get lots of money, really cool items, stuff like that. Oh, great. Terrible battle right here, but you guys have already seen this one, so we'll cut it out. All right, got that battle done. So, all I'm going to do, guys, is go back and forth here, battle until my party's a bit weak, then I'll go and heal up. And I'll just do that over and over for like 15 minutes, and then I'll have about 2,200 gold. That's what I'm looking for. Once we get that, we'll go shopping, so I'll see you guys in a bit. If I find any new enemies along the way, I'll show them to you, but mostly we're going to be fighting the same stuff here, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. There were 6 Sahags. I've been in this battle for like 3 minutes because I kept missing, dude. They kept targeting Dr. W. I had to heal him 4 times. Holy crud. But, hey, 180 gold. Man, that was very slow. Oh, come on, game. Just one? Ugh. You know, I guess while I'm fighting these guys, I should mention a couple things that didn't happen earlier in this episode. So there was a chance earlier while we were heading towards the cave and heading towards Provoka that we would find an enemy called an Asp, ASP, and if you fight those guys, they have a chance to poison you. So that is why I brought those pure potions with me. So if you do fight those guys, just beware they will poison you, and poison does last after battle in this game. So you will need to use one of those pure potions to get that cred off. Another thing is the ogres. We didn't find any ogres. If you do find them, just go all out with the tax if you think you can handle it. I mean, don't feel bad if you gotta run away, but if you can beat them, I would suggest trying because they're gonna give you a lot of experience and a lot of gold. But yeah, I would just go for all out attacks. You can use magic if you want, but they're not really weak to anything, so it's better to just attack unless you have a black mage using magic. So, anyways, I got 1 again. Darn it, guys. I am getting pretty unlucky with this. I mean, we did have the 1 battle with 4, but aside from that, I keep getting 1. Normally, you get lucky enough to at least get like 3. That's kind of the average. But yeah, oh well. So this might take a few minutes longer than I was hoping for, but I mean, we're still only like 8 minutes into this grind, and I'm over halfway there, so we're fine. Oh, here is a new enemy. We've got Shark. These guys are the toughest enemy we're going to encounter in the ocean. If you did happen to pick up a lightning spell either on a red mage or a black mage, now's the time to use it. But I think now that we're level 4, we're going to be able to deal with these guys no problem. They can hit really hard, but well, it's just one guy, so he can only hit 1 time per turn. So we're just gonna keep attacking, hopefully not miss too many times, and 1 or 2 rounds we should be able to take him down. Oh, he missed on Ken. That's super lucky. 43 damage. Huge damage. Yeah, as you can see, we're hitting this guy pretty hard, and he's still alive. Come on, don't hit me too hard, Shark. Oh, 13. Nice, okay. As long as he doesn't just like get a critical on Dr. W or something, it's not gonna be a problem. Yeah, 17 even on Way. So you can see these guys can hit hard, but Yeah, they're not too bad unless you fight these guys at like level 2 or something. Time to keep grinding. Now we are talking, dude. Well, they get the preemptive strike there. That's unfortunate, I guess, but 4 Kaizoku. So that's 480 gold right there. That's what you want to see. Yeah, I mean, if you get really lucky and you get 4 or 5, you can get all the gold we need in like 5 or 6 battles. It's very awesome. So this is why I like fighting Kaizokus. Sometimes you get unlucky and only find 1, but sometimes you get lucky and you find 4, and they're not super common, but they're reasonably common. They're like 1 in 5 battles or something like that is going to be Kaizoku, so it's not too hard to find these guys. Actually, they might even be more common than that. I can't remember the exact encounter table, but they are pretty common. So let's go ahead and knock these guys out, get our 480 gold, and a couple more battles and we'll be done with this grind. So, not too bad. Yikes, dude. Dr. W is down to 3 HP. I'm going to have him try to heal himself. Hopefully he'll get to go before these guys do. Or maybe we can just kill these guys before they get a chance. No, don't be missing right now, Ken. Now we get to heal up. So that should hopefully be enough. No, it's only 19. They hit me for 27, so Dr. W still might die here. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. They're attacking way right there. Can we get them down? No, we're going to miss. Oh, the missing early on in the game is a real problem. I mean, it's kind of a problem forever, but especially early on. But there we go, we got him. Dr. W lives. We need 257 experience to level, so I would like to get all the gold we need and hopefully get level 5 as well. If we don't get it today, that's okay, but I would like to. Take a look at that, guys. 2,154 gold. We need maybe like 50 to 100 more, so I'm hoping we get one more encounter on the way back to the other town. And we'll be good to go for a big shopping trip. Get all kinds of magic, get some armor, lots of great stuff. Or we'll find no encounters on the way back. All right, let's try and get one more. Come on, game. Be nice to me. Just give me a little battle, please, dude. So the grind took about 15 minutes, and oh gosh, 2 odd eyes. I'm just gonna run. Just give me a different battle, please, game. I can't run, dude. They keep stunning me. Ah, you cruds. Just let me go. Let me go, game. Why do you have to do this to me? Okay, we got away. All right, give me one more battle that's actually something I want to fight. Please, game. Oh, boy, we've got red sahags and a shark. Run away. Just don't kill me. Come on, game. Why is my luck so bad all of a sudden? No, please get away. Ow. Ow. Okay, that's 1 damage. That's fine. Jeez, just give me some Kaizoku. Come on. I'm kind of pushing my luck because my HP is getting kind of low, but if I go and heal up right now, then I'm not going to be able to afford on my shopping trip. Kaizoku. Yes, there we go. And we got a chance to strike, so that's awesome. That is exactly what I wanted. We're going to have even some extra money, so that's really cool. And we're going to miss. Just don't die. If they kill anyone, that's going to be really rough. Yeah, I'm not super high on HP right now, so if they decide to gang up on someone, it could be bad. I am missing a lot. Okay, there we go. Got one taken down pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and split these attacks up once again. You guys will see me fight Kaizoku. We'll cut this out. There it is, guys. We got all the gold that we need, and we're very close to the next level. But we'll have to wait for that. 152. So we'll get that in the next episode, probably. So let's go up here. Let's go shopping, guys. Got a lot of stuff to buy, mostly spells, but we'll go ahead and get armor first just to get that out of the way. The armor is actually relatively cheap. Well, okay, there's some armor that's very expensive, which I will not be buying, but the armor that I am going to buy is relatively cheap. So let's go down here. Not going to buy any regular items on this shopping trip here. So we'll go inside, and let's see. So we could buy iron armor, 800 a pop. And it's good, but the thing is, we're going to be able to find 2 of these throughout the game later on. So I'm going to save my money and just get those when they come. We could also technically find a wooden shield quite a bit later on, but it's so far off, and also it's only 15 gold, so I'm going to go ahead and buy one. Get a wooden sword, give that, or wooden shield, give that to Wei. We're also going to buy gloves. I'm going to give gloves to Wei, and I'm going to give gloves to Red. So there we go. That's it for the armor. That's all we're doing. So I'm going to make sure I go and actually equip that stuff. Let's go to armor. And I could sell off the old stuff, I guess, if I wanted to. But, well, actually, there is no old stuff to sell off, so we're good. So with that done, let's go get some magic. We're going to go to the other side of the town. That's where the magic shops are. Let's go ahead and start with some white magic. So this shop's going to have level 2 white magic. And I'm actually not going to get any level 2 white magic on Ken. Or not Ken. Of course we're not going to get any on Ken. I mean on Red. But we are going to get a bunch on Dr. W. So first off, we have Lamp. This would cure the Dark status ailment. But the thing is, Dark does not last after battle in this game. And it's just going to be so rare that we'd ever use that. So I'm not going to worry about that one. I am going to go ahead and get Mute. Mute has the chance to silence an enemy. Not going to be useful in general, but there are some rare situations where it's very good. So Mute makes it so enemies can't cast spells, which is really cool. So we're going to go ahead and get that. We're also going to get A-Lit. So A-Lit is basically, the A I think stands for anti, and then lit is lightning. So it's anti-lightning. If we use this, it'll increase the lightning resistance of our entire party. Once again, very rarely useful, but when it is so good. So we're going to go ahead and get that one. And we're also going to get Invis. This one will, it's kind of like the level 1 spell, Ruse, but Ruse increases your own evasion by 80. Invis only increases evasion by 40, but you can cast it on party members. So now we can actually cast this on our fighters, stuff like that if we really wanted to. So really cool. So that is it for white magic. Now I'm going to go get some black magic down here as well. So let's go check it out. In we go. So let's go to red. First off, we got ice. Just an ice spell. Does ice element stuff. It does some damage. Pretty good. But that's very simple. We've also got dark. Dark will apply a status effect to the enemies that makes them more likely to miss us and us more likely to hit them. And it affects an entire party of enemies, which is pretty cool. But a lot of the time it's just going to miss. It's not that useful overall. Temper is supposed to raise an attack stat, but it's bugged and doesn't do anything in this version of the game. If you're playing a version of the game where this spell works, get it. It is amazing. Cast it on all your melee attackers. It's awesome. But this version, it does nothing. Here we have Slow. What Slow will do is it'll target all enemies, and it will make it so if they have multi-hitting moves, they'll only swing one time. So a lot of the time this won't be useful, but there are some enemies, for example, that can swing a whole bunch of times, and every swing they take has a chance to paralyze you. So using Slow so that they only have one chance to paralyze you, really cool. And on certain enemies that happen to hit a lot of times, it can reduce damage as well. So I probably won't use it that often, but I do think it's worth the 400 gold. I mean, 400 gold, what's that? Like one battle against 4 Kaizoku? It's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. And that is it for shopping, guys. I happen to have almost 500 gold left over because of the bajillion Kaizokus I fought. I guess I didn't even really need to fight that last battle. Oh, well, kind of miscalculated my spendings. But anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for today. We made it to Pravoka. We got ourselves a ship. And now it's time to go and explore the wide ocean and see if we can figure out how the crud to get these dang orbs to shine. So I'm going to rest up at the inn, save my game, and I'll do that between recordings. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.